Hello dear students. In this video I'll continue with the term 2 portion of the 6th unit, which is time series. Here we will see what is moving average. Now coming to trend analysis by moving average method. As I already mentioned in my previous video, one of the most important use of time series, it is to analyze the trend which can be used for forecasting. Now this moving average method, it is used to draw a smooth curve for the given time series data. If we take a given time series data, we will have the data points which is scattered over the graph. So to have a smooth curve for this given time series data, we use moving average method. Now this smooth curve is drawn by eliminating the cyclical, seasonal and random variations which is present in the time series. Now we will see what is 3-year moving average method. Now say for example, here we are given the loan issued by the cooperative banks for farmers in India. So here we have the various years and various loan amount. If we plot these data points on the graph, we get a graph like this. So this is the given data. And now we are calculating the 3-year moving average. 3-year moving average is nothing but we take the data of the first 3 years and we find the average. So here we have the 3-year moving total. If we add all these, we get the 3-year moving total, and if we find the average of these 3 years data points, we get the 3-year moving average. So we write the 3-year moving average for the year 2007. So this is the trend value. So this is the trend value for the year 2007, which is 40.6, and 40.2 is the observed value. And then after this we calculate the sum of these 3 years data points, these 3 years loan amount, and we write it along year 2008. So this is the 3-year moving total, and after that we find the average of this. So when we divide this 104.82 by 3, we get 34.94. So this is the next 3-year moving average. Like that we proceed, and then we add the next 3 years data points and we write it here, and then we have to find the average of these 3 years loan amount, and we get it as 40.4. Like this we have to proceed until we reach the last year's value. When we plot this 3 years moving average on the graph, we get a line which is comparatively smooth if we compare it with the given data. So this is the 3-year moving average. So here we can see that the red line, it is slightly smooth when compared to the observed data points, which is very sharp. So this is how we can use moving average method to analyze the trend. Now we'll see some problems and let us try to solve this. So this is taken from the student support material from the 6.11 practice exercise. The annual rainfall in centimeter was recorded for Cherrapunji, Meghalaya. So for various years the rainfall in centimeter is given. We have to determine the trend of rainfall by 3-year moving average. So let us try to solve this. So let us draw the table and rewrite what is given. So here the years to 2001, 2, 3 up to 2009 is given, and the rainfall for each year is given, and we are asked to find the trend using 3-year moving average. So first let us find 3-year moving total, and alongside let us find 3-year moving average. So the 3-year moving total is, we have to add these three. So 1.2 plus 1.9 plus 2, this is equal to 5.1. And the 3-year moving average is 5.1 divided by 3. It is 1.7. And now coming to the next year. To find the 3-year moving average for the moving total for the next year, we have to add these three. 1.9 plus 2 plus 1.4. So it is equal to 5.3. The 3-year moving average is 5.3 divided by 3. It is 1.77. And now coming to the moving total for 3-year moving total for the next year. We have to add these three. So 2 plus 1.4 plus 2.1. This is equal to 5.5. And the 3-year moving average is 5.5 by 3. So it is 1.83. And coming to the 3-year moving total for the next year, we have to add these three. 1.4 plus 2.1 plus 1.3. So it is equal to 4.8. So 3-year moving average is 4.8 by 3. So it is 1.6. And coming to the 3-year moving total for the year 2006, it is 2.1 plus 1.3 plus 1.8. It is equal to 5.2. So the 3-year moving average is 5.2 by 3, which is 1.73. And then we have the next 3-year moving total, 1.3 plus 1.8 plus 1.1. So it is 4.2. And the corresponding 3-year moving average is 4.2 by 3. It is 1.4. And then we have completed. We have covered the last year now. So the 3-year moving total is 1.8 plus 1.1 plus 1.3. So it is again equal to 4.2. So the 3-year moving average is 4.2 by 3, which is 1.4. So this is the 3-year moving average for the given data. So this is how we have to go about if we want to find the 3-year moving average. We have to start from the first and we have to add the first 3, then find the average, then to find the 3-year moving total for the next, leave the first one, add the next 3, we get the moving total, and then if we find the average, we get the 3-year moving average, and so on until we reach the last data point. And now moving on to the next question, which is finding 4-year moving average. 4-year moving average is slightly different. We cannot directly find the 4-year moving average, because if we find the 4-year moving average, we will get the value somewhere in between these two. But we do not want this. We want to get the value for a given year. So the procedure is slightly different. We will see how it goes about when we solve this problem. Next question, compute the seasonal indices by 4-year moving averages from the given data of production of paper in 1000 tons. So here the year is given and the index number is given from 1980 to 1989 and the corresponding index number is given. We need to find 4-year moving average. So here let us leave a box for each year. So the same information is written here, except that we leave a box in between these two. We leave a line in between these two. Why we have to leave a line? We will understand in a few minutes. Now, first we will calculate 4-year moving total. 4-year moving total, we have to add all these 4 and write it in the middle. In 3-year moving total, we had the values for 3 year and we write the 3-year moving total in the middle. So here we are having 4-year moving total. So let us write the 4-year moving total of 1980, 81, 82, 83 in between 1981 and 1982. So here the 4-year moving total will be 2450 plus 1470 plus 2150 plus 1800. So when we add all these, we get 7870. And now the 4-year moving average, it will be the average of these 4. So it will be 7870 divided by 4. This is equal to 1967.5. And now to find the next 4-year moving total, let us add these 4. So 1470 plus 2150 plus 1800 plus 1210. When we add all these, we get 6630. And the 4-year moving average will be 6630 upon 4. So it is equal to 1657.5. And then moving on to the next 4-year moving total. So to find the next 4-year moving total, we have to add these 4. So when we add these 4, 2150 plus 1800 plus 1210 plus 1950, we get 7110. And the 4-year moving average is 7110 upon 4. It is 1777.5. And now coming to the next 4-year moving total. So it is 1800 plus 1210 plus 1950 plus 2300. When we add all these, we get 7260. And the 4-year moving average is 7260 by 4. It is 1815. And now we have to start from the next year. So the next 4-year moving total is the sum of these 3. 1210 plus 1950 plus 2300 plus 2500. So all these add up to 7960. So the 4-year moving average is divided by 4. It is 1990. And then moving on to the next 4-year moving total. So we have to add these 4 values: 1950, 2300, 2500, 2480. All these add up to 9230. And the average of these 4 will be 9230 by 4. So it is 2307.5. And finally, we have the last 4 data points. So 2300 plus 2500 plus 2480 plus 2680. These 4 add up to 9960. And the average of these 4 will be 9960 divided by 4. It is 2490. And now we are getting the 4-year moving average in between years. We are getting this moving average in between 81 and 82, this moving average in between 82, 83, and so on. To avoid this, we find the 4-year centered average. So this is already the smoothed data. We are still smoothing it by finding the 4-year centered average. The 4-year centered average, it is calculated by finding the average of these two. So it is 1967.5 plus 1657.5 divided by 2. So when the average of these two is calculated, we will get it along 1982. So this is 3625 by 2. This is equal to 1812.5. And similarly we have to proceed. Now we have to find the average of these two. We have to add these two and divide it by 2. So it comes out to be, the sum comes out to be 3435 divided by 2 is 1717.5. And then we have the next 4-year centered average. The next 4-year centered average is finding the average of these two values. So the average is 1796.25, and then we have to find the next 4-year centered average for 1985. So it is 1815 plus 1990 divided by 2. So it is 1902.5. And next we have the 4-year centered average, 1990 plus 2307.5 divided by 2. So it is 2148.75. And then the last value, 2307.5 plus 2490 divided by 2, the average of these two. So it is 2398.75. So we don't have the first 2 years and the last 2 years. So this is the 4-year centered moving average. So this is how we have to calculate 4-year moving average if we are asked to find the trend using 4-year moving average method. So we have to find 4-year moving total, then 4-year moving average, and then 4-year centered average by finding the average of two 4-year moving averages accordingly. So like this we have to proceed with finding 3-year moving average and 4-year moving average. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.